In this video, we will study components or the elements of ER data model. First, let us have in short what all the components we will be having in ER data model. First is entity set and the entity. In that we will study two types of entity sets, that is a strong entity set and the weak entity set. Second component will be attributes. The various attributes are simple attribute, composite attribute, single valued attribute, multi-valued attribute, derived attribute and the key attribute. Third component is lines. Fourth component is relationship set. In that we will study identifying relationship also. So one by one, let us see these components. First is entity set. It is a set of entities of the same type that share the same properties. So all the entity can be called as the object. So all the objects that have the same properties will be considered as the entity sets. For instance, the set of all people who are customer at a given bank, that is customer will be the entity set. It could be customer, student, teacher, etc. All these are entity set and they all share the same properties. The entity sets are represented by a rectangle. Next is entity. It is an object that exists and distinguishable from other objects. It is also represented by a rectangle. So what is the difference between entity and entity set is, entity is that object which can be distinguished from other objects, जिसको हम दूसरे objects से distinguish कर सकें. Like as here you can, I am taking a short example. There is a table or a relation in a database named customer. So the customer table or a relation is the entity set, and this relation has three attributes, that is name, address and phone number. Each entity may have its own value for each attribute. Means there are in this table there are two entities C1 and C2. There are two customers named C1 and C2. Their address is ABC XYZ, phone number is 123456. Okay, I'm just taking an example. The phone number will be of obviously 10 digits, just an example. So here are two entities C1 and C2, and C1 entity has the value ABC for the attribute address. Entity C2 has value XYZ for the attribute address. So means each entity has its own value for each attribute. Got the point of this sentence? Means entity C1 has the value 123 for the attribute phone number. So each entity will have its own value for each attribute. So entity is represented by the set of attributes. So in this relation, customer is the entity set and entities will be the various customers in that entity set, like C1, C2, C3, C4, C5 and so on. In ER diagrams, entity sets are being represented or are shown in the diagram, but not the entities. Individual entities will not be shown in the diagrams. The entity sets will be shown in the diagram. Now there are two types of entity sets. First is strong entity set. We can call it as owner entity also. So strong entity set is that entity set which have an attribute which can be used as a primary key is called a strong entity set. For example, there is an entity set named student having two attributes, roll number and name. There are two attributes with this entity set. Now, can any of these two attributes be taken as a primary key? Yes. Primary key is taken or considered that attribute which can uniquely identify each row of the table. Roll number will be having the unique values. Roll number will not be duplicated. This column or this attribute will not be having the duplicate values. So we will consider roll number as the primary key. So this entity has one attribute which can be considered as the primary key. So we will call this entity as the strong entity. Second entity set is the weak entity set. This entity set, if it does not have sufficient attributes to form a primary key, is called a weak entity set. Means if suppose, okay, let me take an example. Suppose there is an entity called member. As you can see in the diagram, one entity is there, member, which is having two attributes, amount and name. Weak entity set is represented by double rectangular box. There are two rectangle boxes, in that the name is written member. So this is the weak entity set. This is how the weak entity set is represented. Now there are two attributes, amount and name. Can amount be taken as a primary key? No, because amount will be having the duplicate values. So we will not take it as a primary key. Second attribute is the name. So can we take the name as a primary key attribute? No, we cannot take name. So because the name will also be duplicate, the same customers or the same members could have the same names. So there will be duplicate values. So we cannot consider the name as the primary key attribute. So these two attributes cannot be considered as primary key. Thus this entity is a weak entity. There is more to discuss on this weak entity set. I will cover this in a separate video. Further I will discuss with more in detail this weak entity set, because there is much more to explain in this. So just this here I am giving just an overview of what is an weak entity set. Okay, let me explain the definition of entity set once again. I said it is a set of entities of the same type. Same type means the customer entity, all the customers will be same. They means all the entities will be of the same type, means that is a customer type. That share the same properties or attributes, means all the customers will be having the same attributes like the name, address and the phone number, as I have taken these three attributes in my example. So all will be sharing the same attributes, that is the name, address and the phone number. Second component is attribute. Attributes describe the entity to which they are associated. As in the previous example, we have seen the entity was a student and the attributes were roll number and name. So roll number and name are the attributes which are describing the entity student, because name and roll number are associated with student, and attributes are represented by an oval or ellipse. For each attribute, there is a set of permitted values called the domain or value set. So means only the permitted values can be entered in that particular attribute. For instance, suppose for the attribute customer name, what will be the domain? The domain will be the set of all the text strings of a certain length, means the name will be containing the characters. No, there will be no integer. So set of all text strings of a certain length. Another example like loan number. If I am taking the attribute loan number, so the domain will be the set of all strings of the form ln, where n is a positive integer. So L is a character and n कोई भी any integer like loan L10, L11, L12 and so on. So attribute have the domain or the value set. Only in that domain the values can be entered. So first attribute is simple attribute. If the attribute cannot be further subdivided is called a simple attribute. For example, roll number. Roll number is a simple attribute as it cannot be further subdivided. Second is composite attribute. They can be divided into subparts in a tree-like structure. For like in the diagram, student is the entity and one attribute is associated with this entity set, that is the name, and name attribute is further subdivided as the first name, last name and the middle name. So name will be called as the composite attribute as it is further subdivided. Next is derived attribute. Attribute which can be obtained from other attributes or the related entities is known as derived attribute. They are represented by dotted ovals. For instance, there is an entity student and with that entity I have two attributes, date of birth and age. So age can be calculated from the other attribute which is the date of birth. If I know the date of birth of any person or any student, I can calculate the age. So age will be called as the derived attribute and it will be denoted by the dotted oval. Here date of birth can be referred as the base attribute or the stored attribute. Next is key attribute. An attribute or a set of attributes that uniquely identify a particular entity is a key attribute. It is underlined, denoted by underline. For instance, there is an entity student and with that I have an attribute roll number. So roll number will be the key attribute as roll number will not be having any duplicate values, and with roll number I can uniquely identify the whole row or a tuple from a relation. So roll number I will take it as a key attribute and it is denoted by underline. I have underlined under the roll number, so it will be considered as a key attribute. Next is single valued attribute. Are those attributes that have a single value for a particular entity. For instance, the attribute roll number I can consider it as a single valued because one student will be having only one value or a single value, so it will be a single valued attribute as well. Another instance like loan number, one customer will be having only a single value or one loan number only for a particular loan. So these attributes or such attributes are said to be single valued and they are represented by just an oval. Next is multi-valued attribute. Those attributes which can contain multiple values are called multi-valued attributes. These attributes have a set of values for a specific entity, means for one entity that attribute can have multiple values is known as multi-valued attribute. They are represented by double oval. For example, phone number for the entity student. So student can have 1, 0, 1 or several phone numbers. So it will be a multi-valued attribute. Another example is like for the entity set employee, I have an attribute dependent. So one employee may have 0, 1 or more dependents. Next component of ER data model is lines. Lines link the attributes to the entity sets and entity sets to relationships and vice versa. Next component is relationship set. Relationship is an association among several entities, and a relationship set is a set of relationships of the same type. Here in the diagram, customer and account are the two entities and deposit is the relationship. It is represented by a diamond box. So customer deposits in an account. So deposit is a relationship between these two entities. Next is identifying relationship. The relationship linking the strong entity set and weak entity set is known as identifying relationship because it identifies the relationship for weak entity set. It is represented by double diamond box. So these were all the components of ER data model. Now I will use these components in ER diagram. In this diagram, student is entity set, name is the composite attribute which is further divided as the first name, middle name and last name attributes. Then age is a single valued attribute and DOB is the derived attribute. That is, I can derive or calculate the date of birth from age. Then roll number is the key attribute. Phone number is the multi-valued attribute. In this diagram, I have not shown the weak entity and the identifying relationship. On this I will make a separate video and link I will give in the description box.